All right, bros, I've been wanting to have this conversation with you. Does it feel like you have like a higher purpose? Does it feel like there's more to life out there than just what it is like right in front of you? Instead of doing the same thing over and over and over again just so you can get back at square one. Man, I know that every single one of us are going out where we have our own routine, where we go to work, we make just enough money to be able to pay for the bills that we all have. We make just enough just to restart the whole process. So we're all just a bunch of hamsters on a bunch of hamster wheels. Some of us have been spinning on this hamster wheel more than others. Some of us have just gotten onto this hamster wheel. And so we kind of are familiar with this hamster wheel that just keeps going and going and going and going. And we're like, I see comments all over YouTube like, I'm tired, boss. Because we can't get off of it and it just keeps going. But we desire a higher purpose. We desire more. There's something more fulfilling that we want out of life. And it comes from a suppression of a higher authority where they have the power and authority to do certain things that is inconvenient for the regular citizen. Some of which have to do a lot with like electricity prices, which stem from fuel prices, because electricity comes from the fuel industry. And then, not to state the obvious, but the fuel industry. And that is controlled by a lot of the higher up authorities, which controls a lot of the economy. Healthcare is another one. Real estate is another one. Your Social Security, all those payments, insurance. A lot of these things are all controlled by political higher authorities. And when these rates go up, it makes it harder for the everyday American to be able to meet their regular needs. And it's like, we want to do stuff. We want to have fun. We want to go out and do things. We want to spend time with our family. We have kids. We have like children, and we just want to spend our time with. I don't have any kids, but we just want to spend our time with our kids and our children and our brothers and our sisters and our uncles and our aunts and cousins. And who has time to go visit their cousin? Like, you're trying to set your brothers and sisters, but it's like, who has time to go visit their like, we want to, but it's just like, it's so demanding. The system is so demanding. It's like, you must pay me this. And it's like, I have to work so many hours to get paid such little money to be able to get all this done and figured out. And not to mention, like, jobs are getting harder to find in this economy. So it's like harder for people to be able to find the funds to be able to get there. And at that moment, it's like, they don't have time to be able to enjoy themselves. All their time is consumed being stressed out all the time, which puts a levy on all of us as a mass together. It's not just like just your own single life, but like all of us together are a living organism. Like, collectively, we're all one big, huge living organism together. We all work together. We're all brothers and sisters. And we're not, it unallows us to do the things that we were meant to do. Like have dominion over the earth, to be able to do the things that we want to do. Like, I'm sure a lot of people would like to start a garden. I'm sure a lot of people would like to raise some animals, have some ducks, have some chickens, do something, with some natural materials. But we're so consumed with so much stuff that we use convenience over what could be right in front of us. You have a higher purpose, and your higher purpose lies within what you desire and what you find passionate the most. We all have a purpose in this life. And when you find that thing that helps you and the people around you, you have found your thing. You can now take that thing that it is that you love that much, that it's good for you and the people around you, and pour all of your passion into that. Take all of your passion, all your desire, all your want, and all that you desire it so much. Pour your passion into that. What you love doing the most. And some of us haven't even figured that out yet. I get that. It's hard trying to figure out what it is that you're supposed to do. Some of us don't have it figured out. Some of us do, though. But when you do have that figured out, pour all of your passion into it. Don't just settle for what's right in front of you, what is preoccupying your time and helping you get through whatever it is that you need to get through. It might, if that's not what you want to do and it works for you in the time, then keep doing that, but pour your passion into what it is you love doing the most while you're doing that thing that is helping you get to what you want to be able to do. You don't have to take big leaps. You don't have to jump right into it. You don't have to quit whatever it is you're doing right there, but stick with what you're doing and then pour all of your passion into the thing that you love the most, slowly, over time. And then over time, you'll see yourself develop into that, and you can start working in that momentum. You'll find that momentum, and it'll be like a stream. Once that water starts going that way, it'll start memorizing its path, and it will create more of a groove, and you'll just get better at it. You'll get there. So Moses in the Bible was a very interesting character. He had a very interesting life. Moses started out in a basket, and he got sent. Moses was supposed to be pretty gruesome. I can't say that on YouTube, can I? Moses was supposed to be... How do I say this? Moses was supposed to be deleted. Yeah, Moses was supposed to be deleted, but what had happened was he got sent in a basket down some water, and he ended up getting picked up by Pharaoh's wife or daughter. I can't remember, to be honest. But he ended up being an Egyptian authority because Pharaoh made him, over authority over a lot of the workers and whatnot. And one day there was an Egyptian picking on a Hebrew, and it was whipping him, and he didn't like that, so he ended up killing the Egyptian. And he knew he was a Hebrew, and he was sticking up for his own people. He ended up fleeing. He was 40 years old. He left Egypt to go to Midian, and he ended up marrying a woman named Zipporah under a priest, actually a priest's daughter. And he married her, stayed out in the desert in Midian for 40 years, came back to Egypt. So he was 80. He was 80 years old. Came back to Egypt, and then had the confidence and courage. Okay, well, I skipped over the part. He was 80 years old. He ended up going to a burning bush to talk to God. He was still afraid to talk on behalf of God, and God got mad at him. And so he ended up asking God, can I have Aaron, my brother, speak for me because I'm slow of speech? And God was like, really? Are you serious? So anyways, he ended up having Aaron, his brother, come and speak for him. My theory is that he didn't want Pharaoh, hearing his voice, or else he would have known who he was. But that's just a theory. Anyways, him and his brother Aaron end up going to Pharaoh, and then Aaron talks on behalf of Moses, who is talking on behalf of God. And he says, let my people go. And he's like, if you don't, God's going to send a bunch of plagues, 10 plagues to be specific. And Pharaoh, he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? A bunch of free labor. You're not convincing me. So it's like, all right, well, here goes. And one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way. He kept saying no until like the last plague, which Moses said, all right, every firstborn child is going to be deleted if you don't let my people go. So every firstborn, there's a lot to it. I'm just kind of like grazing by it, but every firstborn was deleted. And then Pharaoh was like, all right, I'm done. I can't win against the actual God who is really God of all. And then ended up letting the Hebrews go out into the wilderness. So they flee. And then the Egyptians end up chasing them out. And then God collapses the water on them. But anyways, the whole story is that he spends 40 of his years supposed to be being deleted, but turns into a authority figure, flees, spends another 40 years, becomes 80, just to come back to talk to Pharaoh. And then he ends up spending another 40 years leading the Hebrews out into the desert, away from Egypt, out of their oppression. And he ends up 120. Yeah, he 120. So 40, 40, 40. Crazy. Jesus spent 40 days and 40 nights in the desert. Noah spent 40 days and 40 nights on the ark. Like, it's not a coincidence. Anyways, you have a purpose. And God wants to use you in your life. But you have to talk to God. You have to have this relationship with him. You have to, and I'm not telling you have to do it a certain way. I'm just saying you have to start talking to him just like you would like any other friend. The way you do it is you treat God like you would a special friend or a special brother that you love so dearly, that you love so much, that one that you would pour into and just hang out, the one that you want to go spend sleepovers with. That's how God wants to be with you. He wants to have that special relationship with you where it's like he wants you to call him up like at 2:00 in the morning and be like, yo, what's up? Or like, that kickflip was so cool. Or, I can't believe you just did that backflip. That was awesome. Just anything like that. He wants a relationship to talk to you. But most of all, he wants to be deep with you. He wants to go past the surface level of like, hey, how was your day? He wants to be like, I know you're hurting. I know what you're going through. And you can talk to me about those things. You can tell me about those things because I want to hear about those things. And I want to release you from all those things that are weighing you down. He wants to take that baggage that's on your back, that's weighing you down so much. And he wants to be that one for you who takes that off of you. He wants to take all those burdens from you. He loves you that much that he wants to take all that is holding you down, that's weighing you down, that hurts so much, all that baggage. He wants you to talk to him about it and give it unto him. You don't have to hold it. And so many of us are just holding this baggage where we have so much baggage on us, and it's so hard to like carry the weight of the world on our shoulders sometimes. And we feel like we have to because we have, responsibilities and we have people under us and we have to take care of them. And it's like, sometimes it hurts so much, and it's like we have to carry this huge weight. And I get it, like the world don't stop spinning, and I can't help everything, But what I can do is encourage you and let you know that there is relief for your spirit. When you do talk to God about these things, there is a release, and it does affect your life. It does help you. It brings joy to your life. It puts a smile on your face. It brings that spark, that fire, that light inside of you out. So you're not just like so down all the time. It's that fire that builds up inside of you, and it becomes a new person inside of you instead of that old person that was just like all the way down or sick or whatever. I'm not saying like you're not going to snap out of sickness like that. I get sickness, but what I'm saying is that it's possible, like with slow progression, you can get there. It's taking the first step. You can have improvement in your life. If you guys like this video, please give the video a thumbs up, hype it up, and subscribe if you like this content. Hit the notification button if you guys want to see more videos like this. Check out my YouTube bio, and if you guys want to connect, check out my Discord. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.